Hello beautiful people, Robin Thomas here, also known as Braids Rah. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it has been a couple of weeks since I have been on here, but it's for good reason. So I've been trying to figure out what exactly am I about to do with my hair. Been thinking and I've come up with a conclusion of what I'm going to do. So if you are interested in what I'm going to have going on with my hair as far as protective styling for the next couple of months, then go ahead and stay tuned. And if you have not, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos that I have in store for you all. See you soon. I love my natural hair, y'all. Oh my gosh, I love my natural hair. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'm 24. I turned 24 this year, and I have seriously been going through like all types of changes, like just with growth. And part of it has to do with, my physically, a whole bunch of changes going on physically. So this year with my hair has been kind of up and down, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know what. All I know is I'm definitely going through a huge transition, and I'm just allowing the transition to happen and just going to continue to love on my tresses as much as possible. So I am about to go into a protective styling challenge, which is going to last me a full year. Yes, I'm going to go into a protective styling challenge. It's going to last me a full year. So if you are interested in all that I have to say on that, please stay tuned. Oh, and don't forget, go ahead and hit subscribe because you know you're going to come back. Okay, so let's get started. Whenever I am about to go into long-term protective styling, I always make sure I do the same things that I do before, make sure I wash my hair really good, moisturize my hair really good, but I also add in a protein treatment to kind of make sure that my hair is, good and strengthened, especially because I'm about to go into long-term protective styling. Okay, so earlier I mentioned how I have just been going through like a huge transition, and I feel like, and I'm feeling like one of those transitions is, physically, womanly. I'm changing. I'm just changing, and things are happening that I don't really know what's happening. I'm just kind of going with the flow. All I know is while I go along with the flow, I am going to make sure that I'm doing my part to make sure that, my body, my hair, everything is how I want it to be, So this protective styling challenge for me is more so of a healthcare challenge, I guess. And no, ain't nothing crazy going on. It's just that I'm literally growing, like our body changes all the time. You know what I'm saying? And what's on the inside reflects, to what's on the outside. So like I said, this is more than just hair to me. It's more about a healthy lifestyle, and hair is a component that comes with that. And this so happens to be my braid page. So, this portion of my transition, of course, is going to be focused on the hair aspect of that. Okay, so sometimes people forget, and some people don't even know that there is more that goes into your hair than just what you're doing on the outside. You have some people that are like, okay, I wash my hair, I clean my scalp, I moisturize it, I use this product, is that, I do this, I do that, but my hair doesn't seem to be retaining length, I can't seem to moisturize my hair, and they have all these type of things that's going on. So I want you guys to take a second to think about, what are you putting inside of your body? And when I say what you're putting inside of your body, I mean so many things, like what are you drinking? You know what I'm saying? Do you drink enough water? Because a lot of times, and even in my instance, I drink water, but I don't drink enough. You know what I'm saying? So from the inside out, my water is going somewhere else in my body. And it's like your body needs water somewhere else. So we're going to take the water that we would be, putting up to your hair, we're going to move it to other places of your body. So you have to really be mindful of what you're intaking. Same thing as what you eat. Y'all, I kid y'all not, I love me some spicy food, but I cannot eat spicy food like that because it messes with me. And not only does it mess with me, it starts reflecting on my hair. My hair growth will start to stunt. Like my hair will literally start to stunt, or I will start to notice that my hair is extremely, like, starting to become extremely dry no matter what I'm doing to my hair. So what I start to do is, you know, continue my good practices, because at one point in time they were, you know what I'm saying, continue my good practices. But I change not what I'm doing to my hair physically, but I change what I'm doing on the inside, so that I can make sure, you know what I'm saying, that my hair is healthy from the inside out. So be aware of what you're putting into your body and things like that. Also, not just physically what you put into your body. Be aware of what you put into your body, what you're hearing, you know what I'm saying, what you're listening to, who you're around, and stress and stuff like that. All of that, your hair is energy. All of that affects your hair and the condition of your hair. Another tip for you, if you are doing everything right, but your hair is like at a standstill, or you feel like you need to do, you know, a little bit more, or something needs to change, add working out to your routine. Like, working out is so beneficial. Working out, first off, feels so good. Hold on. Okay, so when you work out, you are increasing your blood circulation. You know, like when you're sweating and stuff like that, like the blood is real deal flowing all up and through there. You know what I'm saying? Working out is like really, really good for hair growth. I remember I met this guy when I was working at Steinmart back in Little Rock, and he had his locks. He had some locks in his head, and I said, you know, how long have you been growing your locks? And he was like, 4 years. Y'all, I am not lying to y'all. This man locks was to his butt. And I'm like, how? What are you doing? He's like, look, honestly, I work out all the time, which means that I have to wash my hair, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to keep my scalp clean. So working out, you know what I'm saying? And then cleansing my scalp, you know, adding water and stuff like that. Now, at the time, I didn't really realize it, but now, you know what I'm saying, I realized he was working out, which was blood circulation, you know what I'm saying, and then he was moisturizing his hair with water. He was constantly putting water in his hair, y'all. No matter what people say, and I don't know, like, who told us this, because I was like this, like, I would not wash my hair, but water is your very best friend. Like, your hair can improve so much with you just watering it. Try it and see what happens with you just watering your hair. Okay, so I also have this theory, which is why going into my first protective style, right? So my first protective style is, you see me braiding my hair down. I'm about to do some cornrows, and for the next 8 weeks, so 2 months, I'm pretty much going to be wearing hair wraps, and I also made a wig that I'm going to put on, you know what I'm saying, get cute. My hubby birthday is coming up, so and I will definitely have videos of those coming up, so videos of hair wraps and videos of me installing and styling my wig and things like that. But once upon a time, I did have this theory, and now I just understand it more. But my theory I had was that guys' hair grew faster than girls. And the reason I had this theory was because my brother, for example, he would cut his hair off, and I kid you not, the next year his hair would be like at his collarbone or something, and I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is your hair that long? You know, that fast? Like, you just had a even Steven. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. And then whenever his hair would grow out, my mom would braid it. His hair would be braided for like 2 to 3 weeks. She'd take it out, wash it, do the same thing again. And it wasn't until like a couple of years ago, I was like, y'all, and when I say y'all, I'm talking to myself, self, It's not that their hair grows faster, it's that they're not manipulating their hair like we manipulate our hair. We do so much to our hair, y'all. And even as much as I love box braids and singles and stuff like that, we are still manipulating our hair. Our hair is still out there with friction and stuff like that. Whenever you have braids in and you're, even in your car, and you rub your head, against the seat, your hair is still, even though it's in the braid, it's still susceptible to being dry, for breakage and stuff like that. And we are still constantly manipulating our hair because we love to do different styles and stuff like that, which, it's great. The versatility of individuals is great. But you just go to another level with cornrows, because the only part of your hair that's out may be your ends, depending on your cornrow style, but your hair is not being manipulated like that to where it still can, break and things like that. It's the fact that my mom did his hair. She left it alone. And he was a boy, so he was always outside playing. That's where that blood circulation come in. You see what I'm saying? And then do his hair over again. The same thing over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. It's not that his hair or guy's hair grows faster. It's just that he wasn't manipulating his hair at all. He wasn't doing anything to it at all. So that is what I'm about to do. Also, when I first went natural, or not when I first went, yes. Yeah, so when I was transitioning and even like my first year of being natural, I wore a lot of cornrows. And, with crochet braids and wigs and things like that, I wore my hair braided up and my hair just took off. It was always, moisturized and stuff like that. So I just decided, for my protective styling challenge, since I'm going through all of these changes, these womanly changes, to kind of just take it back to the basics, take it back to what I knew, even though I've learned all of this stuff, over this time and had to care for my hair with other protective styles, I just figured, let's just take it back to when it was simple. And I've been wearing braids for like the past 5 years. So I'm just ready to, do some different things. Of course, with my braids still incorporated because I love braids, But things like this. So I'm putting up my hair, doing my hair wraps and stuff like that. I just want to see myself just a little bit different. And how I have my wig, that I'm going to wear coming up. So I'm just, doing things a little bit differently. And the reason I love cornrows so much is you get to really moisturize your hair well. So this right here is some oil that I have, my little concoction I made. Is all natural oils, and I'm going to be using this for my first 8 weeks. A clip will be appearing here soon of me spritzing my hair and then oiling my scalp, and then just putting some oil in my hands and rubbing it all over the shaft of my braids. So I plan on doing this literally every other day. Oiling my scalp, keeping with my wash routine, wash my hair probably about every 1.5 to 2 weeks. Deep condition at my month update, so at my 4 weeks. Oh, and not to mention, it also takes the hassle out of your wash day, when you wash your hair in protective styles such as cornrows. So yeah, those are my plans. So for my first 8 weeks, I'm going to wear these cornrows. I'm going to be checking in with you all. So if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to join in, go ahead and join. You don't have to do it for 6 months. 6 months. You don't have to do it for, as long as I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for a year, but you can do yours for 3 months, for 6 months. You can do yours for 8 weeks. I just need to take a break and do a little TLC on my hair for 8 weeks, whatever you decide. But go ahead and subscribe. And if you do decide to, join at any time, let me know, and let me know how everything is going for you. I'm going to, of course, upload videos. I told you guys of a couple videos I'm going to upload this month alone. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Stay tuned so that you guys don't miss out on anything. Happy growing. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.